first, I had purchased an AMD, and it was on LDLC. LDLC, I don't know if it's French or if it's like based somewhere else, but that is a service that is available in France. I purchased from them the AMD, and I was wondering, I still don't have it. What's wrong? So I checked my emails. They asked me for my fucking ID card to be able to ship me a single purchase of an AMD. And I was like, there's no fucking way. They're asking me for my fucking data. Are you for real? No, fuck you. I messaged them and I said, I want a refund. I don't want you to get my ID. You're not going to have it. I had to cancel my order because I was also waiting like 4 or 5 days to receive it, and it was getting urgent with my computer getting the blue screen of death. I had Springsy, thankfully, gave me another like nerdy website. I got my AMD, I received it, and then I was like, well, I never opened a computer on my own. I need to get a tech guy. I went on Google and I just typed, technician, France, and, area. I find one with a decent amount of reviews. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to call this dude. He's the best out there. I called him. I'm on the phone. I need this, and this to be done in my computer. Can you come over? So he's telling me on the other side, now I already have like a lot of work to be done with, but I can come tomorrow morning. And me, I'm like, oh man, tomorrow morning? I sleep in the morning. I go to bed at 6 a.m. What am I gonna do? So I'm like, maybe I can make you a proposition that you cannot refuse. I pay you double if you come tonight. And he's like, count me in. So he come last minute. It was 8 p.m. Okay, he looked like a nerd. I wasn't expecting, but he was really tall and really wide, let's say. I was really surprised because he's just a massive guy. He's really big. So, I show him like the computer, and I'm like, okay, this is what needs to be done. I gave him like all of my recent purchases, which is a new motherboard, the AMD. I tried my best to make him feel really welcome, because I was really, really, really thankful that he would actually come over. Okay, it's 8 p.m. It's night time. I'm like, do you want something to drink? Coffee, beer, Coca-Cola? I have some Coca-Cola Zero. He's like, Coca-Cola Zero, please. So I give him. And then I'm like, do you want something to eat? Because, okay, I receive almost nobody at my place ever. So I'm like, because I assume since it's 8 p.m., you didn't really have the time to eat anything. So, like, I don't mind providing you with food. So he's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, I have some pizza if you want. It's easy to make. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's just a pizza. It's like what? Like just $3, something like that? Yeah, I don't mind. I made him a pizza, and he started working on my computer. As he worked, I was standing next to him because I just have nothing to do besides just watching him do his thing. He removed everything inside, and then he's like, there's no fucking way. And I look, and there's literally the cable management. It is a fucking nest. And I'm like, wow. And he's like, how much did you pay your computer? I don't remember, between 3 to 4K. I mean, I paid LDLC to build my computer and to put all the best stuff inside. And he's like, there's no fucking way you paid this much and they gave you this. And I'm like, oh, I got totally scammed. He was really not happy. He's like, next time you want to build a computer, just call me and I'll do it for you, alright? I'm like, thank you. Because when you don't know and you see the price, you're like, yeah, just buy it, it should be fine, it should be like the best deal out there. Everything is built up proper, and cable management, I'm sure it has to be good, right? And on top of that, there's warranty, just to make sure if it breaks, they can just replace any part for you. Now I'm sure at 100% I'm not going to go to LDLC ever again. No, it was nice. I was trying my best to not sound cringe at all. He sat down on my desk and he's like hovering his mouse on the window button. And I'm like, haha, hey, be careful, don't open my folder. There's porn in there. And he's like, chuckling, he's like, haha. And then he actually click on it, and I shit you not, you see all the, oh my god, because okay, on Windows 10, when you click on that window button, there's just one tiny preview of a single picture, and it had to be a single picture from my fancy. It had to be one of my videos, and I'm like, there's no way, dude. It was so awkward. And I'm like, I'm actually an artist, and that's what I do for a living. I'm not actually a pervert. And he's like, oh yeah, no worries. I'm very open-minded. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, I feel like, the more I talk, the more I'm digging, like, my fucking grave of cringiness. Oh my god, it was getting worse and worse. He left my place. It was 1 a.m. It just took so much time for him to install everything. So he's like, what do you do for a living? Because your place is pretty big. Is it expensive? I'm like, oh, it's not that expensive, I mean, it's because I'm living, in a place that, is people don't really fucking care of. Then, we just try to chat. I'm like, trying to deviate the conversation. So I'm starting to be like, so I guess you're a technician. Did you went to school or did you learn on your own? And he's like, yes. I'm like, you learn on your own? And he's like, yeah. I then asked him, do you play any video games? Because I needed to know how much of a nerd he was, just so I would be good if he knows me or not, okay? He's like, oh, I just play Call of Duty on my computer. And I'm like, do you use social media like TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch? And he's like, oh, no, I don't watch Twitch, I don't do this, and then I'm like, okay, maybe he doesn't know me. Good thing. He's like, so what do you do for a living? You got quite a setup. I'm like, oh, I'm an artist. I draw anime for a living. So he's like, oh yeah, you must pay very well. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, porn always work really well online, I'm like, I can show you. So I just took like some random ass artists from, my doujins, and I'm like, yeah, this is what I draw. He's like, oh, it's pretty good. That's impressive, Oh yeah. I mean, I don't care. Like, at this rate, I'm like, he saw my porn on my fucking computer. Like, bro, like, it doesn't fucking matter. I just let me show him like my one of the doujin I have. I actually showed him something that is not sexual. I showed him something that was just a doujin that have like, girls in bikini, okay? That's really cringe because he's still like, he's a nerd, but like, he's not that nerd level like you and we are, He's like, that's really good. Wow, it's impressive, He was actually like not cringe about it, so it's good. Then finally it was over. Oh man, this is where I started sweating so fucking bad. Oh, what was he? Late 30s, I guess. He thought that I would make, oh no, bro, come on. No, I would not make him, why? Why would I make a move on him, bro? I wasn't flirting at all with him. Dude, I told you what he even looked like. He had only hair on this side of his head and the other side, and everything in the middle back to the back of the head was bad as fuck. I'm like, dude, at this rate, like, why do you hold on to your hair? Just shave whatever is like left on the side. No, when I said it's bad as fuck. It's like, there's no hair at all. It's just like the head, the skin. What do you mean I was showing interest to him? The fuck you talking about? I'm trying to make conversation because we were sitting awkwardly in front of my computer to wait for the update to be done. And I thought I couldn't leave him alone into my room. I don't wanted him to like look into my files and my personal life. I don't wanted him to know if I'm a streamer,